Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we will wind up Week 5 with a good battle, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the LA Chargers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing first play is Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
No matter what coverage was called, They were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The Chargers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. The motion man is Tate. On 2nd down now. Pittsburgh. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll run on 1st down. Byrne. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Taylor now from the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
One thing you know they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
On the carry, this is Scott. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Stroud. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Now Herbert following the turnover. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. Addison hauls it in. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
In motion right is Addison. They'll run here with Akers. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. They'll run with Scott. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Third and goal, Stroud. Flushed out right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Stroud. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 2nd down, it's Bird. And they work this out past the 25. 69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. first down. It's Bird, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Bird. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. It's Bird. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that, because he's eating them alive in the first half.
In motion, the tight end. On 2nd down now. It's Bird. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And he's caught. There he goes outside. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play, because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. In motion right is Tate. On 2nd down, it's Bird. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of buying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense, forcing that incompletion?
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Stroud to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. In motion goes the tight end. Herbert on 1st down now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now we're going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Got an open man, it's Scott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and 1, Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Pass complete to Addison. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 105 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to let one fly for Tate. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Allen! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now Scott.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and fourth overall. And the Browns have got it back to within a score.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down now. It's Bird.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 33.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Stroud, flush to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver, because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Here's Scott. Hard running at the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there, with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return, as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert off of play action. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Up the middle they go. Bird. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. A mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
And quickly they get to the line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to let one fly for Tate. This is caught inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try the left side. It's Bird down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go on fourth down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Stroud from his own end zone. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And Stroud now to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Stroud on 3rd down now.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
We are going to do this. We got this.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Now 2nd and 4. Herbert going to throw.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Herbert to throw.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Throwing, Herbert.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Herbert. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one, just an absolute killer, a chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take.
They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he will have a Browns 1st down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. Stroud, he'll buy some time right. And that one going to come up short, low throw. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Stroud will look to throw once more. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Stroud. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Browns are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
31, Chargers 14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not